Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. This is class number 29 of the Blender Extreme Beginner series. In class 28, we learn about the Polybility tool. In today's class, we will learn about the next tool, which is the Spin tool. When you enable the Spin tool in edit mode, you will see a circle icon around the 3D cursor on your screen. By default, the Z-axis is selected, so the shape is being created around the Z-axis. When we select a face and click here to spin it, the face will rotate and new geometry will be added as well. For example, if I select this face and rotate this icon by clicking and dragging on it, the face will rotate as well. Since the 3D cursor is currently at the world's origin, the face will rotate around it. If I move the 3D cursor by pressing Shift plus right click, you will notice that the spin tool icon also moves to the new location. Now if I rotate the face, it will rotate around the 3D cursor and new geometry will be added. This makes it very easy to create pillar type shapes. You can also move the arrows to adjust the shape further. For now, I will undo these actions. In the same way, you can also rotate around a different axis. For example, if I select this face, I can easily rotate it around the x-axis. First, I will move the 3D cursor by pressing Shift plus right click, and then I can rotate the face around the 3D cursor along the x-axis. Let me give you another example. If I subdivide this cube and then go into edit mode, select the top face and delete it, and then increase the subdivision levels and apply the subdivision modifier, we will have a shape like this. Now if I want to create a cup and need to make the handle, I can select these faces, move the 3D cursor to this area and use the spin tool to rotate them. This way I can easily design the cup handle. Additionally, I can move the arrows to adjust the shape and make it even better. I can adjust the size of the handle as much as I can. To refine the shape further, I will add the subdivision modifier once again, which will give the cup an even smoother shape. Now the cup's form looks much better. For now, I will undo. As soon as we use the spin tool, more options related to it become visible. For example, if I rotate this face again using the spin tool, additional settings will appear. If I click on this arrow, I will see more options including steps and use duplicates. If I check the use duplicate option, it will simply duplicate the faces and rotate it. The steps option allows us to control the number of duplicates which we can increase or decrease as needed. And if we apply the solidify modifier right now, we can create even more creative objects. With the face selected, you can continue using the spin tool and check the use duplicates option again. You can also adjust the angle value from here. As you already know, you can move the arrows to make further changes to the shape. This way, you can create some really unique and creative objects using this tool. I hope you have understood how this tool works. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comment section. We will meet in the next class. Until then, goodbye and take care.